shocking allegations about Princess Diana's death. Authorities now reviewing the new and sensational claim that she was actually murdered by the British government.
Was unwell with postnatal depression, which no one ever discusses postnatal depression. You have to.
No idea.
She recorded her thoughts on tape.
No idea.
Much of what we know about Princess Diana's personal life is thanks to audio tapes she recorded herself. Once she recognized her marriage to Prince Charles was falling apart, she documented her side of the story on a tape recorder and gave the tapes to her close friend, Dr. James Colthurst. He, in turn, gave them to journalist Andrew Morton so her words could get out to the public. From those tapes, Morton published the biography Dianna, her true story in her own words in 1992. No one knew Dianna had a hand in the book's production until after her death, just one of the surprising facts you probably didn't know about Princess Diana. Her sister dated Prince Charles. There are definitely ways to improve your relationship with your sibling, but we're not sure if sharing a boyfriend is one of them. Before Diana and Charles started going steady, he dated her sister, Sarah. She introduced the two when Diana was just 16 and takes credit for their falling in love, calling herself Cupid. These are the conspiracy theories that still surround Princess Diana's death. Her grandmother worked for the Queen. As prominent a public figure as Queen Elizabeth is, there's still a lot that the public doesn't know about her. One of those more intriguing bits of trivia is that Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, was close friends with Princess Diana's grandmother, Ruth Vermoy. She was one of Her Majesty's ladies-in-waiting and later held the title Woman of the Bedchamber, which meant that she was the Queen's right-hand woman and assisted with important social engagements. This is what Princess Diana lost after her divorce from Prince Charles. She and her husband were related. The royal family tree can get pretty complicated, but don't worry, there's nothing incestuous about this marriage. Princess Di and Prince Charles were distantly related. Specifically, they were 16th cousins once removed, through King Henry VII. Browse these photos from Prince Charles and Princess Diana's wedding. She had a poor sex life. In her tape recordings, Princess Diana discussed her married life in great detail, even calling her wedding day the worst day of her life. Specifically, she talked at length about her lack of a sex life, saying that she and her husband had sex but it was very odd. By the time she made the recordings, their sex life had been going downhill for 7 years. She went on to say, there was no requirement for sex from his case. Sort of once every 3 weeks a broken bar, and I kept thinking it followed a pattern. He used to see his lady, Camilla, once every 3 weeks before we got married. Learn more about the real story of what happened between Charles and Diana. She attempted suicide. One of the most troubling revelations from Princess Diana's audio tapes was that she struggled with depression and even attempted to take her own life. She said in her recordings, "I was so depressed, and I was trying to cut my wrist with razor blades." She also talked about having bulimia and that the eating disorder started after Prince Charles put his hand on her waist and said, "A bit chubby here, aren't we?" This is the Christmas gift from Princess Diana that Prince Charles hated.